You're going for the Charles Oliveira look.
I guess something like that. I was like, I gotta switch it up, shock everybody.
I love it. Is this the first time on a podcast that you're showing it?
Yeah, yeah,
Let's go. A hair reveal.
yeah.
All right. Well, this is from the Petty Corner. I'm Petty Diana, and today I have Luke Lethal Strike Simonds, just like Diamonds, because I always pronounce it wrong. That's how I have to remember it. Welcome to the Petty Corner, Luke.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. And you have a match coming up in Saudi Arabia at Power Slap 11 against Garrett Blakesley. How are you feeling going into this match?
Really good. I don't feel like I don't think anyone I've faced is Caesar. I think is the hardest opponent I've had so far, and I don't see anyone else being as hard as he was. Power wise, like Allen was more technical and precise, and I don't know. I'm not worried too much about getting knocked out.
Love it. Okay, and I just have to bring this up because this match was canceled on 10 and now it's canceled on 11. But Turp Daddy Slim was supposed to face Russell Rivero. Russell will still be there as a backup for the championship match. No shade to Garrett, but I feel like you and Rush should have been booked and maybe giving Garrett as the backup or another opponent. What are your feelings on that?
I mean, I don't know. I think that would make sense, but then also, I passed Garrett, but I didn't fight him, so they're like, let's just get this fight out of the way, and I think they just want me to build my resume up, more highlights, so they would
I can
rather
respect
me,
that.
yeah, they would rather
Not
have some
taking
fights.
not saying easy route, but you're like, okay, now I need to face him first. But it kind of just puts Russ in limbo because it's like, where does he go from here? And if you get this win, then you're going to be in talks for the title probably. But that's why I would like to see you and Russ because then it could be like the number one contender, and the winner of your match takes the winner of the title. But that's just my personal feelings on that. But yeah, do you have any concerns about like the time difference and like your sleep schedule and anything like that?
No, because I stay up late over here. Like last night, I slept till 5 a.m. Like it's been bad. So, but I'm like, it doesn't matter because I'm about to flip flop time zones anyways. So I'm kind of unintentionally preparing for it.
Yeah. And how have you been training since Power Slap 10 to get ready for this match?
Same style of training, everything except a little bit less running because my weight's already close to where it needs to be. It's been like between 210 and 215 for a while. So I'm like, I don't have to, like before I was at 225. I was up at 220 and I thought I was going to cut back down to 220 or to 205 from there, but then I gained a little bit more weight last match and I ended up being like 225. So and I had to lose 20 pounds in 2 months. So, which I was fine with. I did that on purpose. But this time around, I kept it more within range. So, um, but same thing, weights, um, running, just like maintenance running to stay at the weight I'm at, and then slapping the bob all the time. Once,
Have you been working on your flinching?
well, I mean, I didn't see. I was doing that on purpose as part of my strategy, and like a flinch going away from the slap versus into it's kind of different. But because like if you're going away, it seems like you're more afraid to take the slap. So I just know I'm gonna be bracing instead of trying to go into it. Like I mean, I may try to go into it slightly, but I don't think so. Um,
So
just because,
you were just trying to roll with the slap?
or I was trying to break through their point of because if you think you're gonna hit somebody and they go into your hand before you hit them and you think it's going to be a later hit, it kind of messes up like your power that you're trying to transfer into them because it's like they break through. Your hand. It's basically your forearm muscles and hand muscles versus their neck muscles. Is how I look at it because that's the smallest muscle group on both opponents that is usually going to be the first thing to break. So um, when you go into it, you're pushing through their forearm muscles and trying to get that to fold back first, while your neck's going to be stronger most of the time, but an extra little push into it just kind of guarantees you're not going to take the brute of their slap. Um, so, but yeah, I'm trying to work on my forearms all the time and my neck muscles mostly on the front side because tucking the chin, all the front of your neck is kind of what keeps your chin down. So I don't know. I have a thought process in how I train and you know think think it's gonna.
Well, I love it. It's working.
Yeah.
You're definitely an exciting striker to watch.
Thank
I posted on X about the matches and stuff, and I got a few comments about people wanting to see you. So,
you. Yeah.
so that's awesome. But yeah, in your last match, you took 3 strikes in I think the first round, which is crazy because that's what normally people take throughout the whole match.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That was funny.
we'll see how it all plays out. I'm glad that it's actually on recording because there's some matches that are on pre-recording and yours is not.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't. Yeah. They seem like they like me too much for me to not be on the live part.
Yeah, well, because you're just climbing the ranks. So, like I said, like a win here could kind of put you in contention for the title. Who knows?
Yeah. I'm definitely trying to Conor McGregor this thing and get in there and win the belt as fast as possible.
Yes. Have you been looking up food places to find you a steak after?
No, but um, I don't know what I'm gonna do after. I'm gonna try to go to whatever after party they have because last time in Vegas I didn't go hang out with everybody in Dana, which I just thought they weren't gonna have it because I didn't hear nothing about it, but I should have hung around longer. So I'm gonna try to, if there is one in Saudi, hang out at that. But um, I don't know. I'm not. I don't. No, it doesn't take too much to make me happy. But like food is pretty good if I've been dieting. So um,
Yeah, food is the way to the heart. Okay.
it is definitely yeah. Like I eat a lot of junk food. Really, people think I'm eating like super strict,
Really?
but
That's surprising because you're a
yeah.
bodybuilder.
Yeah, I just out trained my diet, um, but I still do focus on high protein. So as long as you get the high protein in, the rest is gonna burn off. You just want to make sure you keep that muscle fed.
Do you have like a system? Like, do you do like 80-20, like 80% good, 20%
No,
junk, or you just eat whatever you want?
I do hit my protein intake for the day. It's supposed to be like 200 grams of protein, but a lot of times I only hit like 150. But that's still a substantial amount to get what I need to get done. And the more I eat, like if I'm eating pizza that day or cereal and milk, I'll just work out harder and jog further and then like yeah. So if I eat more, I do more. So I just do it that way.
I love it. Can we expect to see any bodybuilding poses if you secure the win?
I mean, I would not count it out. I might do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm still figuring out my personality on stage, um, and
Well, it was
flexing.
awesome to see.
Yeah, flexing afterwards. I just thought it was funny because I bodybuilding is kind of what got me a lot of like is why I'm so good at this sport. So just displaying that was cool. But
Which is wild to think about though, because we've had like other bodybuilders come before you and they haven't had
yeah,
much success. You're like the most successful so far.
yeah, I think mainly it's because of the way I do it. Um, I don't just go to be the biggest, massive dude. Like a lot of guys, they'll get bigger faster, but they're doing partial reps and they're not going the full range of motion. And which I'll do that sometimes, but I'm very like get strong on like dumbbell chest flies, doing movements that I'm getting strong far away from my body. The barbell pullovers, it's I lay down on the bench press and then it's like you're like your arms are windshield wipers, kind of, and you
Mhm.
keep the
You get the
tension
full
away.
range.
Yeah, so all this muscle gets strengthened, and that's what you want in your slap. So, um,
We can just attribute it to the junk food.
I mean, it helps. Like for me, I'm a hard gainer kind of. Well, I wouldn't say hard gainer, but yeah, I do need a lot of fuel if I want to grow. So I will eat Reese's. Like yesterday, I had Reese's, a full sugar monster, um, jalapeno cheddar Cheetos, and yeah, I mean, I'll eat everything.
That sounds like a teenager diet.
That's not every meal, but for yesterday, I lifted and then I ate that and then I ran. But so I just was like trying to get some quick calories in, so I would have more energy to do the rest of my workout. Um, but yeah, I eat more so like red meats and some like fish. But I love red meat. I love milk. I love eggs, especially eggs. From the show, everyone loves that thing I said to Caesar. You need to eat some eggs. You need to get your protein up. That was funny. So
I love it. So, okay, so the co-main event we did talk about it is Wolverine and Vern, the mechanic Kathy.
mhm.
Do you have predictions on that match?
um, well, I think Wolverine's gonna win, but just because of his experience. But I don't know. I wouldn't bet on that fight really. I mean, it's a hard one to say because I mean I don't know how much longer Wolverine wants to do the sport or not. But if he's getting closer to the end of his career, then you would think he's gonna really put his all into it. 'Cause, when he might not have that many fights left. But Burns on a tear right now, and he's got that power, so it could go either
Yes,
way.
and he's really developed his chin as well. Wolverine has been talking about retiring this year
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. So we'll see what he does. So I definitely think every fight he takes from now on is gonna be super serious. Like he's going all out.
because it could be his last.
Yeah,
I'm so excited for that match. That one's going to be a
yeah,
banger.
yeah. I love Wolverine. Like whenever I first got into the sport, Wolverine and Turp going at it was like that's what got me hooked. So
Yeah.
and then now I'm like right up there with Turp, and that's crazy. So, uh, like I could fight Turp soon. So I don't know when Turp's gonna come back, but entertainment wise, a fight between me and Turp would be entertaining. Not, I don't know about how even it would be, but you can't count him out. Like he he's powerful, but not like crazy powerful. But the technique he does, the slap, he knows how to hit you right on the button.
Yeah.
So
And like the technique that he does is so awkward and not normal
yeah,
that it catches people by surprise.
yeah. Because I think the way Terp slaps is good for getting people that are like me and brace up because he comes in there at that perfect angle to just pop you just right. So if it's the perfect shot with enough pop on it, it's gonna get anybody. So it doesn't matter how hard you're bracing. That extra little explosion of power in the right placement, yeah, it's like impossible to stop in a sense.
Yeah. Do you have anybody flying out to Saudi Arabia with you?
No, my girlfriend was gonna go, but we're not married, so they were saying it's safer since it's our first time being in Saudi to try to make sure we respect their laws out there
Yeah.
and her not go. Mainly though, just because it's Power Slap's first time out there.
Yeah. You're just going to go check it out, see how it is. And then if you
Yeah,
feel like it's okay, you can bring her back next time.
yeah. Like she, she was on the fence about going already, anyways. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Abu Dhabi definitely would have been good for sure. But
yeah,
like Saudi, it's kind of up in the air because you don't know what the customs, like we hear about them, but you don't actually know until you get there.
yeah. I don't know what to expect. I'm just I'm expecting it to be nice, but like really just tan everywhere, lots of sand. I've
I
been to
love it.
Israel though, so
You've
that
been to Israel?
yeah. For
That's
my
awesome.
church growing up, our church had a trip there to see all the places Jesus went. So it's gonna be, I would say, kind of like that, but totally a different religion base, and then yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be awesome though. It's supposed to be nice over there, from what I've heard.
Yeah. Oh, it's snowing in Texas. Is it snowing by you?
Oh, it did a week or two ago. Whenever it snowed, um, it snowed in Georgia though, where my family's at. So
Yeah, no, I saw Isaiah's mom posted a picture of the beach and it's just covered in snow in North Carolina and then and like in
yeah,
Houston and then
New
like the
Orleans got
panhandle in Florida. Like you guys are all getting slammed with snow over there.
yeah, and
That's
like
wild.
Texas and Georgia will get snow, but not. It's like every other year sometimes. It doesn't always hit. So I
Doesn't
like
everything like shut down because you guys don't have like snow plows and like know
kind.
how to drive in the snow?
Yeah, kind of. Like a lot of our jobs, whenever I was in Georgia, I worked at UPS. They would tell us to come to work, but 90% of people wouldn't even show up. Even so, then they just, they didn't. No one got in trouble. But
Yeah, because you guys probably don't even have like the snow scrapers for the car and stuff like that.
yeah, and in Georgia, there's so much hills and stuff, and trees covering like driveways with shade that they can't even get out of their driveways.
That's
Like if it
crazy.
was New York, it'd be different because it's flat there.
Yeah.
But
Well, and they're used to getting snow there, so they're
yeah,
prepared with the snow
and we're
trucks and
used
all
to
that.
yeah.
Yeah. But what are your final thoughts going into this match?
Um, I'm kind of ready to get this one over with, honestly, because it's so far away, and I just want to get a highlight, do what I do up there. Um, I'm really ready to be on um, a fight that's like going for at least number one contender, but the belt. I mean, I want to get to the belt because I know you make more money when you fight for the belt, so I'm trying to fight for the belt as many times as I can, and you know set records maybe, and just I want the sport to blow up more, and I think I could be the person to help the sport break through. I mean, it's already breaking through a lot, but I think I'm bringing an aspect to it that a lot of people, or an aspect to it that we need in power slam. So
Love it. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see how it pans out. I just want to say thank you so much for your time. I'm going to have you back on here for a regular Petty Corner episode. I know we've been
yeah,
trying to. Just the last 2 months have been weird ever since the last Power Slap, just like the holidays. And then I was on vacation
yeah,
and all that. But maybe when you get home, we'll have to do a regular Petty Corner episode and talk about your match and
yeah.
the future for you and all that kind of stuff. But I just want to say good luck to you. And I hope you
Thank
have a safe trip. And I want to say thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me on.